They had a breach, and 50.9 Bitcoin was stolen from the corporate wallets. These were done via compromised credentials. I think Zach XBT said that the stolen Bitcoin was sent and washed through KuCoin's exchange wallets. So
Yeah.
that seems to be a common theme, as the KuCoin exchange seems to be the last endpoint before it goes back out.
Which is too bad. I like KuCoin, or at least I did. And then they stopped servicing me because I'm here in the United States and they didn't want to deal with Gary Gensler. I mean, not the typical exploit you would expect of Bitcoin. Now, listen, I didn't realize it at first. It didn't quite click to me until I started doing some research about this. And then I'm like, wait, why does Bitcoin Depot sound so familiar to me? Because I've talked about it over the last year several times. Some of the more recent stuff has been back in, I think it was October or November of this past year. They teamed up with IGA, which is basically a large independent retailer for like things, supermarkets, that kind of thing, and here in the US. But the point is they made a partnership with them so they could put Bitcoin ATMs in a lot of the stores across the country. The state of Connecticut basically told them, cease desist. You're scamming seniors. This, that, the other thing, and they're not the only state, by the way, but Connecticut was the latest state. But anyway, I get what they're doing in the regard to the states trying to protect grandma, but this latest news, even though it didn't have anything to do with like a hack of like their software or anything like that, is a black eye. It's just a black eye.
Like you had mentioned, Connecticut had suspended its money transmission license for the depot, as well as Massachusetts has filed a suit against them as well. I know for this one, I'm a little bit, this is definitely a fake attack that was reported by Zach. This is supposed to be a false or misleading report that was involving Bybit, and they're highlighting how disinformation about exchanges can run rampant very quickly. That's one of the main key points of the article.
And basically the long and short of it was that Bybit was able to block what was going on. The exploit was trying to leverage fake deposits as part of the attack, and to the tune of, it would have cost them over $1 billion had this been successful. So man, I'm glad that they were able to. My God,
this is definitely exchanges have to be careful with this, definitely, because they often credit accounts in advance of funds actually being cleared. Usually when you make a deposit, there is many verifications that it has to go through on the blockchain and internally before they actually release the funds. If you're a VIP customer or a well-credentialed one or a KYC customer, they often will credit your account in advance of all these verification steps. So that is something that they were trying to exploit in this scenario.
Yep. Which, I mean, I don't know, it makes very little sense to me, because like, even if you're allowed to trade or whatever, generally they won't let you withdraw those funds until those final verifications come through. But I don't know.
It was $1 billion worth of, sorry, $1 billion of the Polkadot currency.
It's just, that's a serious change.
Well, Polkadot is worth over $1, so it would be even if it was in the dot currency, it still would be $1 billion.